Hello, you lovely people again. Welcome back. A little bit more about this, the National Privacy Commission, or the NPC, in regards to vloggers in the Philippines. Now, it's going to affect a lot of people. It's going to affect a heck of a lot of people. And I've noticed yesterday and this morning, some of the channels that I do watch have already started blanking out faces. Now, I've been reading more about it there this morning on GMA and also on another site as well, and it says that all vloggers in the Philippines, if we are monetized, we have to register with the NPC, and if we don't, we are in violation, and we can be fined of a maximum of 50,000 pesos. If you don't believe me, just check it out yourself. So yes, we have to now register ourselves and our channels on the NPC, the National Privacy Commission, which I don't mind that. I mean, I'm a talking head, as you know. I walk through the forest doing my videos, and from this weekend when I get my van, I will be videoing fishing, and I will be fishing in some secluded places. So again, it's not really going to affect me. If I see someone walking towards me, I will just do that, So it's not really going to affect me, but regardless if it's going to affect us or not, we still have to register if we are monetized. And that goes to every vlogger here in the Philippines, not just talking heads or people who, do the beach resorts and things like that. It's all of us. So just, be warned, It is what it is. It is what it is. But like I said, it's going to affect a lot of people, a lot of vloggers here in the Philippines. And it makes this law that they brought in, this digital nomad law, kind of obsolete now, doesn't it? Because they were probably come here to do the beaches and resorts and the holiday places, and maybe places of the impoverished, which I don't agree with that. But it's going to make a lot of vloggers change their ways if they can, because there's not a lot of people who can just be a talking head, because you've got to think of what you're talking about all the time. Whereas if you've got the camera pointed away from you and you're doing beach resorts, you've always got things to talk about. So we will see if these vloggers get less and less, or how they change their their content in relation to this new law. But it does make you, because sometimes there is people who walk up and down here, especially the people who've bought this land. So I have to keep looking around if I hear people, but that's a chicken in here. But it makes you be paranoid. But if there was, I would just blur the face out. Now, in relation to family, I believe, like my wife and my son, it's okay. I think it doesn't really state that quite clearly either, but I will look more into that. And when I register with the the National Privacy Commission, when I do this video, so after I've registered, I will send them a message and ask, because I want to get it clearly, because I don't want to do videos of me camping, with my wife and my son, and I don't want to be in violation of anything. So I will ask them and see what they come back with. But I'm sure I can. Because it's immediate family, my wife and my son. But yeah, it's changing. It's changing in the Philippines towards vloggers. And there was another guy that was as kind of, not like Vitali, but, and I can't remember the channel for the life of me. But what he used to do, he used to go into, the slums, and used to film the young girls in there and things like that. So I believe that he also was probably like an instigator in this law being implemented. And I don't think that this law is going to go away. I don't think it's, because many channels that I've been looking at talking about this same subject have been saying that, well, how can they implement it? Well, it just takes someone to report you. You know, it just takes a channel to report you to the NPC, and they will have to look into it. So it's not about people or the NPC checking channels out. It's about people writing in to the NPC and pointing out channels that are in violation. And it's happening. And it's not going to go away. And why should it go away? I mean, like someone said, it's already implemented in Japan that you can't film people, you know, without their written consent, or, you know, whatever the law states. And someone said about Thailand as well. I'm not quite sure. But I mean, I don't mind that, because there's sometimes, you know, when you're walking down the street and you just don't think, and you are, I mean, I don't really do it because I don't film things in the street really. I just stay, you know, where I am and talk about my topic. But I have seen on some vloggers where they do film people and they go like this and they start laughing where they don't want to be on camera. Well, I understand that. Some people don't, you know. Some people do, some people don't. So I kind of understand where this is all going to and coming from. And to me, it doesn't bother me at all, because I don't make content on beaches, or I don't make content on holiday resorts, or I don't walk down the towns, or I don't go into markets or shopping malls. Because I feel it, to be honest with you, the reason I don't do that is because I feel quite embarrassed, because I know some people don't like to be on camera. And if I was pointing to them, and they could be 10 yards away, you know, they see someone pointing a phone at them, some do that. I've seen other vloggers do it, and people don't like to be on camera. Some people don't like it. It doesn't bother me, and it probably doesn't bother a lot of you people, but it does bother some people. So I do totally understand where it's coming from, but it's not going to go away, people. It's not going to go away. And as I said, you might be thinking, how can they police it? There are so many vloggers. Well, it just takes someone to write in to the NPC, and they will check it out. And of course, if you're in violation as well, it says the fine as well. You know, if you're in violation, you've got to take it down and get a fine. It's not worth it, is it? Just don't break the rules, you know. We in the Philippines, this is the Philippine law. We have to abide by it. If you agree with it or disagree with it, it doesn't make a difference. We have to abide by what they've said. So that is it, you know. Today, I went early morning to go to the land bank to draw some money out to buy the van, which is now ready to pick up. I got all the way to the land bank, closed. I thought, closed? That's strange, isn't it? Because the BDO and the BPI was open. Anyway, I asked the security guard, because there's always a security guard at the land bank in Dipolog. I said, you know, what time do you open? He said, no, we close, sir, it's a holiday. I said, what, a public holiday? He said, no, it's just a holiday for here that the mayor or the governor has implemented a few days ago. They have holidays here just for the sake of it. So I went all the way to Dipolog from where I live with my wife and my son, arranged with the man to meet him at such and such a time with the money, to exchange money, and then to go to the LTO to change the name and to register it. Waste of time. Waste of time. So when I come back, I did look on the internet for public holidays in the Philippines, and today isn't one of them. It's just a holiday for this locality, which must have been by the governor or the mayor. I don't know what the reason was. But I thought it was strange when I was driving there, because the schools were closed. I thought, that's a bit odd. You know, there's no kids in the schools, you know, when we're driving past on the motorcycle. And some of the other bigger shops were closed. But, well, there you go. So tomorrow I will be picking it up. I called the guy up and I said, sorry, can't make it today. Banks are closed. Can't draw out the finances. So tomorrow, I'm having the carport built for the vehicle to go in. And when he's doing that, I will be going to Dipolog to withdraw some cash. And I will show you the van tomorrow. If all goes well. If all goes well. You never know, it could be another holiday tomorrow. which they're declared, which they will state today and declare the holiday tomorrow. They just have so many holidays here. I don't know what the reason for today was. I don't know. Probably the governor's birthday or something. Could be anything, couldn't it? Oh yeah, so yeah, there's going to be a lot of vloggers who have to change their ways. And I said this digital nomad visa. Well, people are not going to want to come to the Philippines just to do what I'm doing, like talking heads. So I don't know where this stands with these digital nomads who will be coming here. Perhaps they still will. Don't know. I really don't know. But the likes of me and the likes of other talking heads, it's not going to affect us. But as I say, I'm going to register when I go back home in a second after this video. I'm going to register my channel myself with the necessary authorities. And then I will find out, I will ask questions. And, in regards to my answers that I get, if any of you people are interested, I will let you know. But I have noticed, like I said, channels now are blurring out faces. And another channel that I do watch is Amazing Philippines. His name is Rod. He's a really nice guy, down to earth guy, and he does walk around in the streets and not necessarily intentionally videoing people, but he walks around in the streets just to show you where he is and the different places in Cebu. And he does a lot of videos on condominiums and things like that. And I was watching his channel yesterday, and he was saying the same as what I've said. He's seen a lot of channels that are blurring out faces. And he said as soon as he sees a channel with a blurred out face, he loses interest and just clicks off the channel. Because who wants to see a video with blurred faces? Nobody. So he said he's going to change his ways. He's going to have to. The same as us. Like I said, with me, it doesn't really affect me. But, you can joke about it as much as you want. It's in effect. So we have to abide by these laws. Look, I still haven't done anything with this, have I? I'm all talk, aren't I? I'm all talk. No action. And when I get this van, I will be even more talk about doing this because I will be out in the van at the weekends. It won't be during the week very much because I've got to go to work. And I've got obligations during the week that I must attend to. So my videos on fishing, I'm going to try and do it on Saturday. When I get the van tomorrow, I'm going to try and do a beach fishing tomorrow. All being well. No, sorry, Saturday, because tomorrow's Friday. And I hope that I can manage to get one done, which I'm sure I can. I'll have to go to a secluded part where there's no bodies though. Or if there's, I'll have to blur the faces out. And as Rodney said, as soon as he sees a video with a blurred face, he just turns it off because no one wants to see that, do they? And I've noticed it as well in these last few days. But for the likes of my friend, a regular guy, like if you're watching this, what's your plan? What is your plan going to be for your future content? But I know that's what you do. You travel around, you go into hotels, and you normally film the receptionists, and yeah. But yeah. Anyway, people, that's it. I just thought I'll give you a little update on that. So yes, if you're a vlogger in the Philippines and you are monetized, it's mandatory that you register with the NPC. It's mandatory. Even if talking heads like me, it's mandatory that we do it. If you don't believe me, check it out yourself. Which I'm going back home now. So I'm going to do mine right now. You've got to keep within the laws. Keep within the laws, no problems. But for these vloggers who do beaches and holiday resorts, I think it's goodbye to that. Because who wants to see 100 people's blurred out faces? They're not, are they? So yeah. Anyway, people, thanks for dropping by. And take good care. Whatever you're doing, do it well. And take good care. Bye-bye.